hold up, set to cook. Oh, yes! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. As always, I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Here with our 2021 Delaware County Volleyball Tournament preview show live here on the WHS Network. Here tonight, a little bit of a different setting here for us tonight. But glad to have all you with us here this evening. Just going to break down the bracket. Talk a little bit about that, and then we'll also be talking a little bit about each individual team. We'll break down some of the team stats, some of the player stats, what to kind of look forward to, not only from Wapahani's standpoint, but then some things you can pick apart when talking about our opponents potentially for this week. So we'll start off here. We'll take a look at the bracket again. We have the Delaware County Tournament starting up tomorrow night. So this is Wednesday night. Delaware County Tournament starts tomorrow night, September the 30th, 6 p.m. start time there between Westdale being the visiting team as they'll be taking on the Yorktown Tigers, the home team, on the scoreboard tomorrow evening. Then the second game of that first round will be featuring the visiting team, the Delta Eagles, as they take on your Wapahani Raiders. Again, that will be a 7:30 p.m. start time tomorrow night, September the 30th. The winner of those two first-round games will then meet up on Saturday. They'll have a couple of other different opponents here. The winner of the Westdale-Yorktown game will play Daleville. They will be the home team on Saturday, October the 2nd. 11 a.m. is the first game there in that semifinal round on Saturday, followed by the winner of the Delta-Wapahani game will play Cowan on Saturday at 12:30. Again, those times could change depending upon how long the first match goes. Then with it all culminating then with the 2021 Delaware County Volleyball Tournament Championship game being played at 7 p.m. again on Saturday night, October the 2nd. So again, that's the rundown of what the bracket looks like. Really looking forward to seeing how this is going to all shake out. You know, Yorktown and Westdale are, top tier teams. Westdale, I believe, is ranked number 2 or number 3 in Class 1A this year. They've been off to a strong start, 19-4 on the season. And so it's going to be interesting to see how that game obviously goes. Obviously, you have Yorktown, the powerhouse team, 21-3, I believe, on the season. That's going to be a tough task there for Westdale to take a hold of, but should be a good game coming up tomorrow night. Then again, Wapahani Delta, another rematch there. First game of the season for us. Wapahani was able to win that one in 4 sets. So just some different little things. I don't think Yorktown and Westdale has got together this year. So Yorktown tends to play an extremely tough 4A schedule. So nonetheless, that will be their first meeting. But we'll go ahead and take a look here at some of these individual teams. We'll break down first and foremost, again, your Wapahani Raiders. Not going to really say anything about them. You guys already know a lot about your Raider volleyball team. Plus, I don't want to be giving away information, and we want our opponent to kind of earn it. If they're gonna find out information about us, we want them to make every possible chance in trying to get the information themselves instead of us just giving it to them. So that's why we're not going to necessarily go over Wapahani here tonight. But again, 20-2 record overall in the season. Perfect 8-0 conference record. A lot to be proud of so far. Our only 2 losses have been coming to 2 4A schools, Yorktown and then the Hamilton Southeastern just a couple nights ago, which, by the way, that Yorktown game, when we played them at Yorktown back on August the 31st, the Tigers defeated us 25-19, 25-16, then 25-15. So a sweep there of your Raiders. They're on that August 31st matchup there at Yorktown. But when you take a look here at Delta, now I will say this, when we played Delta back there in our first game of the season on August the 17th, the Raiders won that one in 4 sets. More than likely probably should have swept it, but Delta, a pretty impressive team that night. I thought anyway. They were very gritty, kept fighting till the very end and really gave it their very best shot. the fourth set right there kind of tailed off for them. The Raiders were able to come away with a big 25-10 victory there in the fourth set. But other than that, it was pretty close majority of the ball game. But again, the Delta Eagles 5-14 on the year. Again, they're a team that does play a little bit more of a tough schedule. But obviously the record, it's not too pretty for them. But you get into county tournament time, they're always ready to go. They got a brand new head coach this year. I'm sure they're definitely going to feel very inspired, not to mention the fact that they'll probably want to get back at Wapahoney for beating them in the first game of the season. So it'll be a tough matchup there, Delta. Like I said, though, 5-14. Some team stats to go over here. Delta, as a team, has 499 kills, going along here with 8.3 kills per set on average, a hitting percentage of .127. Also, they have 200 blocks, which that's a pretty nice substantial number if you ask me. Digs, 705, which equals out to 11.8 digs per set. Also 443 assists, 118 serving aces to go along with 120 serving errors. So that's obviously never good when you have more errors than you do aces. But some key players I'd really probably take a look at here from Delta's side of things. First and foremost, Mallory Robbins, a young lady, 3 aces, 102 digs, 5 assists. Very versatile kind of player. Like I said, right there in the back row, does an outstanding job there for the Eagles. Next up, Maddie Smith, I believe second on the team actually in kills with 135 of them. Go along with 21 aces, 34 blocks, 141 digs, and 8 assists. Kind of a player that kind of can do it all. Has many many coats to put on. A leader out there on the floor, can get it done in a variety of situations right there. Also, Kendra Keisling adding 55 kills, 7 aces, 33 blocks, which, by the way, leads the team in that statistical category here for the Delta Eagles. To go along there with 23 digs. And then lastly, a couple other young ladies to take a look at here for the Eagles. Olivia Morris, 38 kills on the season, 14 aces, 71 blocks. So I misspoke there on Keisling. She is actually second on the team. So again, Olivia Morris, 71 blocks. That's what they have her down as. That is getting it done right there, folks. To go along there with 22 digs. So again, Olivia Morris, really got to keep a good close eye on her. Next up here we have Addie Philippe, 22 kills, 19 aces, 33 blocks, 83 digs, 420 assists, obviously the setter there for the Eagles. And then we'll wrap it up here with Emily Reno, 176 kills on the season, 22 aces, also 31 blocks, and 68 digs. So again, Delta, not a very impressive record, but you look at them stat-wise, a pretty stout team. Not a whole lot of variety offensively. Mainly their 2 big-time hitters in Maddie Smith and Emily Reno. But they have a couple little complementary pieces right there that can really add a little potency to their offense. And defensively, they've been very solid. Like I said, 200 blocks on the year. That's quite impressive to say the least. And then next up here we'll have the Westdale Warriors. Again, they'll be taking on the Yorktown Tigers. Westdale, unfortunately, didn't have any stats to report on because they don't put anything on Max Preps, which is where we get our statistics from. So 19-4 regular season start here so far for Westdale under head coach Biff Wilson. Long tenured coach out there, and they're having another successful season this year. And we expect a great game coming up tomorrow night there between them and Yorktown. Speaking of which, I'm going to send things on over here to Redbeard. He's going to give you the breakdown here on the Yorktown Tiger as well as the Daleville Broncos and the Cowan Blackhawks.
Yeah, thanks, Marv. Yeah, we'll start with the Yorktown Tigers. They come in with a record of 21-3. As far as team stats go, they have 921 kills, which is 11.8 kills per set. They have a hitting percentage of .259, 126 total blocks, 1,391 digs, which is good for 17.8 digs per set. They have 871 assists. They have 145 serving aces with 93 serving errors. Now, unfortunately, there wasn't any player stats updated, so we can't report anything on there. Next, we have the Delaware Broncos. They come in with an 18-6 record. They have 702 kills on the season, which is good for 10.2 kills per set. They have a hitting percentage. Okay, nothing reported for hitting percentage, so nothing there. Total blocks.
I'll throw you a curveball.
Yeah, that's right. Total blocks. They have 71 blocks on the season, 936 digs, which is good for 13.6 digs per set. 596 assists, 269 serving aces, and 174 serving errors. And again, unfortunately, no stats updated.
Exactly. I don't understand it.
Finally, we'll finish out with the Cowan Blackhawks. They come in with a record of 7-15, 375 kills, which is good for 6.4 kills per set. Again, no hitting percentage available. They have 54 total blocks, 679 digs, which is good for 11.5 digs per set. 344 assists, 155 serving aces, and 102 serving errors. Now, finally, we have some players to give some stats on.
Holy cow, how about that?
Third time's a charm.
Finally.
First, we'll start with Gracie Upchurch. She has 46 kills, 12 aces, 1 block, 114 digs, and 14 assists. Next, we have Emma Clark. She has 49 kills, 50 aces, 1 block, 56 digs, and 265 assists. Next, we have Macy Martin. She has 61 kills, 17 aces, 9 blocks, 32 digs, and 3 assists. Then we have Cheyenne Carter. She has 39 kills, 16 aces, 4 blocks, 128 digs, and 48 assists. Then we have Maddie Howe. She has 89 kills, 26 aces, 24 blocks, 97 digs, and 7 assists. Then we have Josie Bird. She has 78 kills, 17 aces, 17 blocks, 114 digs, and 6 assists. And finally, we'll finish with Emmeline Kern. She has 11 aces, 74 digs, and 3 assists.
Are you done already?
That fast.
Oh, gosh.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't ever allow you any time to talk, and now the one time I do, and you barely say anything. All right. Thanks, Redbeard, for breaking down those 3 teams. Again, like you said, there was no stats that were updated for Yorktown and Daleville, unfortunately, as far as player stats, that is. But again, we kind of know how that works. We just played Daleville not much more than a little over a week ago. Yorktown, it's the same old Yorktown team, tough to play up against. Now, we will talk a little bit about some of the meetings and the results that we've had against our county opponents throughout the course of the year. Obviously, I've already talked about how Wapahoney and Delta turned out there on August the 17th. Then on August 26th, we were at Westdale. Wapahoney won that one in straight sets, 25-20, 25-11, and 25-12. Obviously, the loss to Yorktown, already talked about. And then we just defeated Daleville last week on September the 20th, in which the Raiders won that one, got the brooms out, swept the Broncos 25-17, 25-12. And 25-14. Now, we've yet to play Cowan. That'll come next week, I believe next Wednesday evening, back on the road again as usual. But again, that's kind of how things shook out for us throughout the course of the year. Again, playing our county opponents. You get to this time of the year, especially as the season dwindles down, I think you'll start to see more of the teams and I guess come out with their best type of play. You play some of these teams earlier on in the season. It's still early. I wouldn't put too much into that. Now you kind of look at what have these teams done since then, and how are they trending right now. I can kind of give you a little bit more of a clarity on how things might turn out. But you get into the county tournament, though, it's always kind of a toss-up in some ways as far as who potentially might get there, but the way that it's turned out the last several years, you automatically know who's going to win it, and the Tigers have kind of had everybody's number, so we'll see who can dethrone the Tigers this year. Hopefully it's your Wapahoney Raiders. We believe they can do it. It's just all about going out there and legitimately making it happen. And so, like I said, we're looking forward to a great county tournament out here from Wapahoney High School. We will not be broadcasting the game, unfortunately. We are not allowed to do that. We'll still be out here. I got to still do my PA announcing duties. He'll be just running around somewhere. But
I'll be here.
yeah, you'll probably be in the hospitality room,
Yeah, probably.
holding down the food.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we'll still be out here. We'll keep things updated on our social media sites. So please make sure to follow us on Twitter at WHS Network, and then like us on Facebook. WHS Network is our Facebook page. So make sure to check those two social media sites out. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button here on our YouTube channel. And then click the little bell icon right next to it. Just sends you alerts and notifications. Everything's free. Doesn't cost a dime whatsoever. Just wanted to make sure to throw that out there so then all of you have the possibility and the capability to be able to watch anything Raider sports right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. So again, we thank you all for spending some time with us here this evening. And this has been our 2021 Delaware County Volleyball Tournament Preview Show right here on the WHS Network. Again, we'll see you next time. Have a great night, everyone.